Hello. I'm literally here at 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh, time got away from me. I meant to do a couple of things in advance and didn't do it. So I was trying to get it done now, but here it is, 2 o'clock. Time just gets away, doesn't it? So I am going to see if anybody gets on right now. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's Tuesdays to be continued. And we're going to work again with the Easter Bunny bundle. Okay, let me see. I hope I have everything ready. Like I said, I was running last minute, but we're going to turn down and we're going to start. So let me turn you down. Hi, Diane. Okay, so as usual, I will ask you to sprinkle, share, and tell all your friends all about me if you like what you see here and you think they would like it too. I appreciate that so much. And I want to talk a little bit about closed caption. I need to write it down though, because I have had some requests for closed caption, and I have added it to a couple of my videos. It's been added. Whoops. Okay, so after my lives, I will add it. Okay, so if you have it on your end, I'm not sure, but there's a little CC at the bottom of the video, and if you turn off the volume and hit the CC, you will get closed caption. Okay? All right, so let's go back to my host code. So those of you that need it, here it is. My website and my YouTube channel. Here is my email if you need to get a hold of me. All right, quick housekeeping there. I do not have the gift of the month yet. My order still has not arrived. I think with all this bad weather, things are taking longer. In fact, I know they are. So as soon as I get that, I will show that and tell you what you could possibly win if you order from me this month. I forgot to tell you on Sunday that the winner of last month, February, hi Donna, hi Carol, was Viola Allen. She was at open house, and so I got to hand her her gift in person, and she was thrilled. So that's who won last month. Now here's the gate card that I made on Sunday. And we have also one in crumb cake. So the winner of this card gets to pick the one she wants. Margaret, you are the winner. So I think I need your address. And you can tell me if you want white or crumb cake. I need to hear from you before Sunday so I can get this taken care of and mailed out to you. Okay, so continuing on with the Easter Bunny bundle, I am going to make, congratulations, Margaret, a diorama card. Those are not anything new. If you are new to stamping, though, you may not have seen this before. So it's fun, it's cute, and I made an Easter one. So what are we going to need? We're going to need window sheets, and I just have a long, skinny piece here. Hi, Louise. Then I have 2 pieces of designer series paper, both of them cut at 3.5 by 4 1/4. They're 2 different DSPs. Let me show you where they're from. Well, let's see. Naturally Gilded 12 by 12 is this one, Naturally Gilded. And here is the code, 161639. Here is the code for the window sheets, 142314. And here is the Dandy Designs 12 by 12. You cannot order this anymore. It was a free, hi Linda, it was a free choice during celebration. A lot of my customers earned it, so I wanted to give you some ideas on how to use it. I'm also using the Irresistible Blooms circle die with this card. I wanted to show you, maybe you know about this diorama card already, but maybe you didn't know that this die from the Irresistible Blooms works perfect with this card. The colors are fresh freesia. This is just a regular piece of, these are regular pieces of cardstock, and they are both cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then I've done some stamping already with Memento ink because I'm going to color in these with blends. And I have a variety of colors here, but I'll tell you what those all are in a minute. Okay, and it's ready to go. So let's put these aside, back in my pack until I need them. And let's start with these two bases. Now, if you cut a piece of regular 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock in half, portrait style at 4 1/4, you will get a sheet like this, 4 1/4 by 11. So then you're going to cut it in half at 5 1/2, and that's what these two pieces are. But I had one piece of white and one piece of fresh freesia. I wanted the back of my card to be white. You need your paper trimmer, and you need the scoring blade at this time. So what you're going to do is you're going to lean the long edge, the 5 1/2 edge, up against the trimmer edge right there, and you're going to come up to a half inch. And with the scoring blade, you're going to score it 1/2 inch. Then you're going to move it over to 1 and score it again. And you're going to do that to both sides, both pieces. So let's go back to a half inch, and again at 1. Okay, so here's the first piece, 1/2 inch and 1. Let's do that again, 1/2 inch, and 1. Now we turn to the other side, 1/2 inch and 1. Okay, the fresh freesia piece is going to be the front of my card. So I am going to bend these down and use my bone folder to burnish. And then I'm going to come over to this piece that I cut. And when I cut this down to 3 1/2 by 4 1/4, I cut it just a teeny sliver smaller, just so it'll fit right inside this area on the front of the card. Okay, just a sliver. So let's get that glued down. Now when you glue this down, you're going to use liquid glue, and you're going to make sure that you only glue the outside, put glue on the outside edge of this designer series paper. You don't want any in the middle. Okay? Hello, Pam from North Carolina. All right, I'm going to line this up with my grid paper, and then I'm going to set this designer series paper down onto the middle of my card. Hi, Annie. Okay, now I'm going to go and take my die from Irresistible Blooms, and I was just seeing where most of the little circles are, and I am placing that right in the middle of the front of this card, and I'm grabbing some tape and taping it down. You do not want this to move because it fits perfect on a diorama card. Perfect. And I was so thrilled with that when I learned that. So here is my big boss and my front of my card. My second number 3 acrylic, and away we go. Now you're going to have to run through this twice, up till you hear it click, and then back. Hi, Mies! Because we're going through cardstock and designer series paper. The middle of the cardstock came out really, really fast, but the other part's not coming out because it's taped down. So let me take the tape off now, carefully. So the die is not sticking to the paper is not sticking to the die, it's sticking to the tape. So there's those two are out. Then I will take the die off. Most of the pieces fall out on their own, but those that stay in come out very easily. So that's why I ran it through twice, up and back, just to make sure that it was all cut very well. Hi, Pamela. Welcome. So I saw this Irresistible Blooms is an online exclusive. All that means is that it's not in a catalog. You can order it like a normal item. It's just not found in a catalog. So if you want this, I've noticed that some of the online exclusive items are running out. This is still available. So I wouldn't wait too long if you really, really want this set. Okay, look how pretty it looks on a diorama card, this circle. I love the window it makes. We've made windows on other cards. We've cut out these circles and used them that way too. But this is another whole way. I see a little piece right here that needs to come out. And I think there's one more, yes, right here. Okay. So now we're going to take the back piece and we're going to do the same thing. Let's use our bone folder and burnish those score lines I made, but they're both a 1/2 inch and a 1 inch. That's all you have to remember, really simple. And it does fold down flat and it does fit in an envelope. I might forget to say that. Okay, so here is the back side of the card. So when I put this together, it's going to go like this. So it has this 3D look window that allows you to create a scene within your card. Yet it lays flat when you put it in the envelope and it pops back when you push on the sides. All right, so let's see what I did with this. Happy Easter. Cute little bunny with their carrots hanging down and a little tree scenery in the background with the DSP. See that? I took this in to show my mom and it just thrilled her to death the way it moves, and she's like, "How did you make that?" Here is another one using that On the Farm DSP as a background, and 2 of the rabbits and some ribbon. And back here you'll see a little butterfly floating around. It doesn't look simple, but it is. It is. I know. Okay, so I know it doesn't look it, but it is. All right, so now I'm going to take these two pieces apart, and I'm going to take the designer series paper that is cut down to the 4 1/4, no, 3 1/2 by 4 1/4, and it's cut down just a smidgen under that, remember, so it fits in the background, really easy. Okay, let's get this down. This you can glue as normal. We're not cutting anything out of this one. And then just set it in the center. Okay. Let that dry a minute. And now let's start with our little bunny. Here she is, and here is her little, hi Joan, flowers for her hair, get it? And then I have some white ribbon that I'm going to add around her neck. Okay, so I've got some skin tone blends. I have the 900 and the 1000. Yeah, 900 and the 1000. The 900 looks like the lighter color to me, so I'm going to start with the lighter color. And this is just regular basic white cardstock. And I'm going to color the rabbit, and you're going to notice that I leave some white spots. I don't just try to get it perfect, because when we blend, all those spots will get covered. So I'm just taking the whiter tip of the blend and coloring her in. I stamped this rabbit and the hair, the sprig, the spray of flowers earlier today, and I was gonna color them most of the way, so I didn't have to color in front of you and take up a lot of your time, but I forgot to come back out here and do that. That's why I'm having to color the bunny now, but some of you might want to see that anyway. Now I'm coming over to the 1000 and the pointed end, and I'm going to grab her whiskers and her cheeks and just the outline, some areas here, and get it a little darker. Okay, then I'm going to come back with my blending lighter color that I started with and just blend where those two colors meet. Now I want her belly to be pink, and I want her eyes to be blue. Oh, what did I do with my blue? Grab one. This is light balmy blue, and I'm just going to take the white of her eyes and make them blue. Then I've got light flirty flamingo. I just picked a pink, nothing, you know, I just picked a light one. And I'm going to color in her belly here a little bit, and in her ear, both of them, and the little spots on her feet. And then I'm going to blend some more. Then that will be the end of my blending and getting all the colors all blended in with each other. Okay, now I do have to fussy cut her out, And I went ahead, and when I realized I hadn't done the flowers just before we started, that's why I started right on at 2 o'clock. Like, oh my gosh, I forgot to color all these. Let me fill in that. And I want to fill in the centers with yellow. Okay. And her little carrot, I have one cut out already, but I need 2, so I'm going to cut this carrot out as well. And I colored both of these with the blends also. Hi, Susan. So there is some fussy cutting unless you use the punch to add to your card. I know a lot of people do not like to fussy cut. I don't mind it. I wouldn't want to make a ton of the cards, you know, like 20 cards with fussy cutting, but I wouldn't mind making a few. So for Easter, I usually send out just a couple. So I don't mind fussy cutting just a couple. There's my 2 carrots, and let's get her cut out. Hi, Patty. Whoops, I almost threw that away. All right, so let's cut her out. And remember that we're moving the paper, not the scissors. Just try to do that, and you'll have a really nice cut, and it won't take as long because you'll be able to get in all the little nooks and crannies very easily. When I get a big piece like that, when I get to an end, I cut it off so it's out of my way, and then I continue on. Just got home. Had to buy a new stove. Ooh, nice. Love new things. Okay, so we're just going to finish cutting her out. And she has her hands together. So you can put Happy Easter in her hands. You can put a carrot in her hands. You can put a flower, maybe one of those little daisy flowers in her hand, the little embellishments. You can put all kinds of different things in her hand. And again, she doesn't have to just be for Easter. She can be a baby card or just a high card, any thinking of you, anything cute. All right, let's add some glue to the top of her head. Just a smidgen right there. I put a dot and then I'm pushing it with the nose of the applicator across her forehead, and then I will add the flowers. Look how cute she is. She's just the sweetest thing. And then she's going to go right here on the front of the card. But I have ribbon on her neck. So let me get a little piece of ribbon. I'll measure it for you. Oops, that's not my ribbon scissors. Obviously, do you see that? They wouldn't cut it all. Okay, so I have 8 inches. Let's see if that's enough. And this ribbon, when you use it, sometimes it can be static. It's the white seam binding. It can be staticky. So if you have a wet towel around and you can moisten your fingers and run it across, then you will avoid all that static and it's easier to work with. And I'm just going to wrap it around her little neck and make a bow. Did I grab it? I did. Yippee. Pull them back down on the legs. Just for these little tiny, tiny loops here. We don't want to overwhelm her face. She is so sweet. She is so sweet. And then we're just going to snip off the length of the legs to the length you like. And she's ready to go. So I'm going to take the front of my card and I'm going to set her there. She also looks cute inside, so wherever you want to put her, you can put her there and then put Happy Easter and be done. You really could. So let's put a little bit of glue behind her. And set her down. Hi Sharon, welcome. Now look. Look how pretty with that DSP in the background. Isn't it gorgeous? Shiny and white. So pretty. Okay, but we want Happy Easter and the carrots hanging behind her. So I stamped Happy Easter and I cut a little piece of a strip of the window sheets, and I'm going to take mini glue dots because this is plastic type, and I don't want the glue to I don't want to wait for the glue to dry, so I'm going to take 3 mini glue dots and I'm going to put them on the back of my sentiment right down the middle. Just like that. Then I'm going to place it on the window sheet, leaving extra on the side here because I'm going to attach it inside this. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to cut. Let me show you. See how the words are cut out? They're not the straight edge like the paper here. So I cut them out. We have to leave this edge alone. So let me start at the R then. So I'm going to start here. And I'm going to move the paper and I'm just going to go around the letters. And I'm pressing a little harder on my scissors because I'm going through window sheet and cardstock. But it's not hard at all. It's just not as smooth as just cardstock. So go around here like this. Cut that away. And then start just moving the paper and cutting around each letter. I don't do a lot of detail, but I do like the cutout words better than the straight edge. Then remember, we can't cut this off, so I'm going to go to my right and cut it away that way. Happy Easter. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Pam. Okay, so let's go to the glue. Put a little dot there. Smooth it out with the nose of the applicator. And take the carrot and place it down. You could also use a mini glue dot here if you'd like. Then you have no drying time. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there on the carrot stalk. Take the second carrot and stick them together. Just like that. Now see how it bounces? And it's sturdy. Okay, so we come over here and we stick the window sheet on the white 1/2 inch edge of the back of the card, and then we lay this here to see if it's going to be in the right spot. And I think it is. First time. Wow, charm. Don't worry about this hanging over. We're going to snip it when we're all done. So you need the length in case you need to go in deeper with whatever you've got. You can imagine butterflies flying around, birds, whatever you want. Okay, so I am going to go to a mini glue dot again because I want this to dry instantly on here. Didn't come off. There we go. I think this is where I had it, but I'm going to check again. Yep. press that just lightly, because what do they say? Measure twice, cut once. Yeah, that's perfect. So now I can press, and that's going to stay right there like that. Now we know we have it in the right spot. We can cut this excess off. And now we're just going to put glue. Now here you can put tear and tape, mini glue dots, whatever you like. I like the glue because it lets me move it. So when I put this on top of that, if I need to move it, I can. I also like to let it set up a minute. So when I set it down, it's not slippery. I don't know if you guys have all started getting in that habit or not, but if you have, I bet you love it. No, I do. Okay, so while I'm letting things set up, I just clean off my area a little bit. Get things out of my way. Same with the on the farm. We're back. I don't know if we were gone. I just kept going as if we were still on, but the internet went bye-bye for a while. So I was just putting these two together when it went bye-bye. So see, it's just glued together, and it stands up like this, and it lays flat like this for a regular envelope. So I think they're a super cute way to send an Easter card. This would be super cute for a baby card too. And what else is in here? Let's see. See, it's a new day. Enjoy all the little moments. You're a friend like no other. And then the Easter sentiments. So I hope you enjoy this. I know this is an oldie, but with this set, it's another cutie. All right, you guys, take care. Any questions? All right, we'll see you Sunday. Bye-bye.